my whole smoking thing started with me not having a lot of discipline to myself, and the people I was hanging around with, they will just all be smokers. That's how we would socialize as well. They will call me saying, "Oh, let's go have a smoke." That would literally be the whole meaning of meeting up together. It was no thing where the whole relationship would run through smoking. It was not like a proper real relationship. It probably started when I was young. My family life wasn't very stable, and it's just a hard upbringing. It wasn't traditional. My mum wasn't always there, my dad wasn't always there. It's a bit choppy. I was on my own a lot of the time. And yeah, it's that feeling of abandonment. That's where it probably was. I think that's where it started from. The base level. There's a lot of other problems that stemmed off of that, but me thinking back and trying to find the root cause of it is probably abandonment. It was almost like a place of comfort or a place of relaxation I never felt for a while. And then I was constantly chasing that feeling. It probably started year 9 or year 8. You know what? Yeah. Every time I did smoke weed, it was a distraction from all the real life problems that I needed to deal with. That's what it was. It was just a distraction. It's just delaying everything I need to actually deal with. It was just delaying it. Now I've stopped. The moment I started to slow down and let shit come to a stop, I started being able to actually work on the things I needed to work on. And then it's like, all that stuff that I was delaying, I'm thinking, right, why didn't I just do this earlier and fix it from before? At the time, obviously, I didn't get kicked out. I thought to myself, I had more free time. No one can tell me anything. I started smoking more. Obviously, like, I was free. I was staying in my car for at least 2 months. I had a car. Then it got to a point where I didn't have enough money. Right, I was not working. Smoking weed got me away from my family. Lost my job. And everything went downhill. Including the problem of, I thought it was helping me because I'm not gonna lie, when I was smoking weed, I became proper creative. And I used to think, cool, because it must be a good thing. It must be a good thing because of the thoughts I'm having, the ways my imagination was actually expanding. It felt like a good thing. And it was distracting me from the fact that I could have that and so much more when I'm not smoking weed. That's what it's like it's like a trick. It was playing a trick with me. It was making me think, yeah, it's a good thing when it's not. It was showing me only a sliver of what I could really be. There's a couple factors. The first one is probably getting kicked out of my house. That is definitely one. And the reason it affected me is because I was thinking, was that really that bad of an example to my siblings? That was the first reason I was that. That made me think. I didn't stop smoking because of that, but it did make me think, that maybe I should stop smoking, just so I'm a better example. Then I've come into contact with Anthony, and he was explaining it in a way where it made me understand. This is going back to the thing of, isn't my thoughts now, all these creative thoughts, they don't mean anything if I don't physically manifest them. I was swooping in the car, and when I got arrested, I was in, what do you call it, cells? Go around 16 hours. And there, a lady came, she helped people that's in custody with employment. And at the time, I told her my story. I was like, I'm homeless. And she found me the Near Rising Youth Centre. Through there, double doing referrals for emergency accommodations. That's where I got the accommodation from. Just came to a point where I realized I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. It's not improving me, nothing like that. That's when I realized, and I asked now a key worker that I want to stop smoking, I need help. And that's when I got referred to Insight. And I was doing sessions with Anthony. He helped me out, he opened my mind. It's the right guidance. I've received the right guidance now, innit? And then now it's just easy. I don't have to smoke weed. I ain't got to smoke anything. This is normal. I go on my runs now. I wake up in the morning. I pray I go on my runs. That's it.
And do you feel you can still be creative now?
It's easier for me. It's way easier. And the thoughts are more structured. They're more like, I can get to my destination, what I'm trying to see, way quicker. When I was smoking, it was a bit like, it's like a meander. I can't be smoking and going on a run. Because the first time I'm going on the run, before that, my lungs was on fire. I felt like I was dying. And I was like, yeah, there's no point. I can't do that. It don't make no sense. So it's pretty easy. If I want to stay healthy, I can't be smoking. Working on myself, I signed up for a carpentry course. I get my level 2. They'll find me a job in carpentry as well. And yeah, I just wanted to take that path. Have like a diploma and a job. Obviously, it's too early to say anything, but I always see I need some more experience all the time. Maybe of small business, through carpentry, sell good money in that. The work Tesla was do, things like that, and things like certain energy machines. And that's which I find out like what kind of solutions I can bring about that are not really about. I try to find people that are working on similar kind of problems, and then watching them maybe it could be a podcast, or it could be an interview, or it could be a speech, and then drawing information from what they're saying and connecting all the dots together. Nothing is better or worth more than your family. I tell you, you're not alone.